institutions that have come together.
A fact-finding study conducted by this group of volunteers found out that even after violence ceased in the volatile Tana Delta region, women and children who escaped from the trouble-hit area are living in deplorable conditions. They live in starvation, far from hospitals, and are vulnerable to infections and lacking psychosocial support due to trauma.
We went to Tana Delta. And when we got there, the situation was dire. We found that the women who were there, who ran away from different places where there was clashes, for example, in Kilelengwani, Riketa, where houses were torched, we found that there's need for medical attention. Some of them were pregnant, and some kids were malnourished, some kids had a fungal infection, and they did not have access to medical attention. Where they're staying, for example, in Ongonyo, it is very far from the district hospital.
The Holistic Mobile Center is intended to be set up in several different places in collaboration with different organizations under the umbrella of Tana Delta Emergency Response and armed with mobile clinics and psycho-support teams so as to alleviate the sufferings of the marginalized Kenyans.
We'll be in 3 camps on Friday, we'll be in 3 other camps on Saturday, and on Sunday we'll be in 3 other different camps. And so the mobile clinic will run from one place to the other. And why this is essential is because, as my colleague mentions, it's completely impossible for the persons in the camps to access quality health care at the moment. Some of them have been ailing. We are told the children on the ground, a lot of them are malnourished. A lot of them have not fed, properly for a couple of days.
The group of volunteers are appealing for more goodwill support from Kenyans so as to meet the overwhelming needs of the affected civilians displaced and rendered vulnerable by the recent conflicts in Tana Delta.
We are welcoming all kinds of support. The women just ran with their clothes on their back. The children the same way, they have no food. I'll take an example of Ngao village. We met 2 women, one is 60 years, one is 70. Even in their old state, one of them, the 70-year-old woman, was taking care of her husband who is critically ill. Both of them have not had a decent meal since the clashes began, which began somewhere mid-July and early August. And you can see they're visibly trembling. Maybe the last meal they had was just a cup of porridge. So we are appealing for all kinds of food stuff.
All manner of clothing, foodstuff and donations can be sent to Nairobi Women's Hospital at Adams Arcade, which is acting as a collection point for now. Solomon Were, GBS News.